And do you know what Eustace does? This man assembles all of Courage's greatest ops to plan the greatest get back on Courage over a goddamn blanket. What's up?
Yo, what up? It's Bagge back here in another video. Today we're about to be reacting to a video by Swiggy Me. And this video is gonna be on Eustace invited all Courage's ops and it was over a blanket. Hey, this whole episode had me just on the like, oh my heels. Like, did he just invite every like monster that Courage has like fought throughout the years? Oh my god, bro. Hey, let's just get straight into it.
Someone who dislikes a specified person or thing. And to be honest, there are plenty of examples of this. I mean, you got Toby Rama, who probably uses the hard ER when he refers to Uchihas. Uncle Ruckus, who hates black people so much that he probably practices hating when he looks in the mirror every morning. The Reverse Flash, who hated Barry so much he named himself the Reverse Flash because you never thought he was gonna call himself Flash, right? But today, we're focusing on a specific hater. A man who hates someone who didn't do anything but be happy and comfortable. Probably one of Stickman's long lost friends, if we're being honest. Ladies and gentlemen, today in hater history, I present to you Eustace Bagge and the League of Ops. I'm gonna start this by telling you that everything you're about to hear is not because Courage did some shicey stuff to Eustace. To be honest, Courage didn't do anything but be happy and comfortable, and that was all it took. Wild. So we start our story in the middle of nowhere, and Muriel is sitting in the living room knitting a new blanket. Now, I can't lie to you. Eustace's blanket was raggedy, dirty, looked like it stank. Like, have you thrown it into the washing machine ever, sir? Why is it turning black? So after Muriel finishes knitting the blanket, she puts it on the ground, and Courage starts to roll around smiling on the blanket. And this is enough to piss Eustace off, because Courage got to lay around on that blanket, and Eustace is still sitting there holding that musty one. But I mean, Eustace low-key got the best seat in the house, if we being honest. That thing looked like it has memory foam cushions, and you mad because Courage got a blanket. Your wife and
that was crazy, bro. He always has hated literally Courage every time. Courage has saved him from danger after danger from all of these villains. Well, only some of them, because Eustace always end up like in some episodes being like Chow or just end up having the worst things happen to him. But why would you team up with the ops though over a blanket?
A rocking chair with no seat cushions, probably gonna have back problems, and you complaining. So while he's watching Courage lay around on that blanket smiling and happy and having a good time, Eustace gets up and goes and grabs the phone to call the operator. And do you know what Eustace does? This man assembles all of Courage's greatest ops to plan the greatest get back on Courage over a goddamn blanket. All the dog did was get a blanket so that he didn't have to sleep on the cold wooden floor, and Eustace hated seeing that dog happy to the point that he called the man's ops. And mind you, most of these people he called tried to take Eustace off the map. I mean, let's just go down the line here. The cat tried to feed him to his man eating spiders in his sleep, had that man wrapped up in a cocoon like a pig in a blanket. The weremole turned your wife into a demon were-grandma and sent her to try to kill you in the bathtub. This goddamn siren took you to her underwater lair thinking you was about to clap some cheeks, and the whole time you was about to get your cheeks clapped by this demon siren. The fox tried to turn your wife into grandma stew and eat her, but I mean, just look at his eyes under the shades. You caught the right one, because he sure look crazy. And let's not forget the goddamn toe fungus mafia over here that turns you into a foot and turn your life into a life of crime. But I mean, they did try to kick Florida off the map, and that's why I'm kind of rocking with them. But this,
bro, that's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy, bro. Just to think about all of that you did to them, and his logic is, I still need to get revenge for this one blanket, and call all the Courage's ops and just hope they can knock him off the map. That's just fucking diabolical. You don't care what happened to you.
Is how I knew that Eustace was a supreme D1 hater, because he came up with a plan to take out Courage, and the plan involved kidnapping his wife, holding her hostage over a boiling pot, the same boiling pot that the fox tried to put her in and eat her with, and lure Courage down there so they can jump him.
Oh, hell no, man. What
And this is when I knew Eustace didn't care, because he was about to sacrifice his wife just to take out the goddamn dog that was rolling on a blanket. Bruh, he hung her up with chains, surrounded by villains that tried to kill him just because the dog was happy on a blanket. So they get Courage down there and they immediately surround him, ready to jump him. And the way that they plan on jumping him is with 5-on-1 dodgeball. But in this game, if Courage gets hit, he isn't out. He just finna get jumped. And when the game starts, Cat throws the ball, and I kid you not, the ball turns into a spiked dodgeball.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
And this is one of the few times that they use a ball in this.
Bro, hey, bro, this nigga Eustace is a D1 hater. This is crazy. You hung your own wife up by the chains just to get revenge on the little dog. Come on, my nigga.
Whole game, because they just sitting there throwing anything they can get their hands on. Hell, the werehog comes out of the ground and tries to eat the dang dog and skip the ball throwing altogether.
Bro, I've heard this fucking episode. Bro, this nigga even turned the doctor into a werewolf, and he ate Eustace and just kept just just dragging this nigga around and around. Come on, bro, don't you want revenge on that werewolf instead of Courage?
In the middle of this, they had the nerve to have a goddamn halftime show in the middle of Courage being absolutely beaten to death. So remember how I told y'all that there were a few times that they threw a ball at Courage? Well, right after halftime, these motherfuckers loaded up a cannon and shot him in the mouth with a cannonball, which honestly should have killed him. And that should have been the end of the game, but the writers had to keep him up, because right after they hit him in the mouth with a cannonball, I kid you not, y'all, they threw a piano at him. They hit the dog with a full-on piano. And just let me remind you, all of this is because Eustace was mad at Courage over a goddamn blanket. I have never seen Courage more spent in my life. They was turning that man every way except loose. So they gang up around him and get ready to hit him with weapons of mass destruction. They got flamethrowers and hatchets. Shawty over here got a nuke in a shell. I don't know where she got the goddamn nuke from, but ultimately Courage ends up sending them all to the depths of hell by yelling so loud that he opens up a hole in the basement. And this was
just prove that Courage got that dog in him, my nigga. He don't care if you call all his ops, nigga. He still go walk him down and send him the hell. Yo, bro.
Is the end of the League of Ops. So when we cut back to the house, Courage done stole Eustace's chair, and to be honest, Eustace should have got put out, because all this over a blanket? You strung your wife up, jumped a dog, dang near blew up the house with the girl in the nuke, called up all of your greatest ops, who, mind you, was also trying to kill you too. Muriel, I'm gonna keep it real with you, honey. This is grounds for a divorce. But anyway.
Yo, hey, I'm surprised that shit wasn't like a real divorce. It is a cartoon at the end of the day, but my nigga, why the fuck you go through all of this to get revenge on a dog for a blanket, and you treat your wife like that? Bro, Muriel should have kicked his ass out and kicked his ass to the curb. That's just crazy, but it is a cartoon at the end of the day, like I said, and everything should turn back to normal in the next episode, and nobody really remembers that shit like Family Guy does. But oh my god, this was like a D1 hater episode. This is like the most hater shit I ever seen in a cartoon in ages. But this is like one of my favorite episodes. But I love Courage the Cowardly Dog when I was a kid and still now. But hey, I'll catch you guys in the next video. We'll be reacting to some more Swiggy Me in the future. We on the road to 250, but I'll probably be at 250 maybe when I see you next time.